Hello folks, this is Alex from the Timelapse guy, and today's video will be about this. The Trek timelapse slider for GoPro and smartphones. I was able to test this slider now for 3 months, and in this video I would like to share my thoughts about it with you. So I decided to divide this video into 7 chapters. So the first chapter will be what comes with the slider, what set can you buy. The second chapter will be how does the system work, so what's the function principle behind it. Then I will introduce you the website of Dyno Equipment, the manufacturer of this video. After that I will give you a short insight into the app which is controlling the motion of the slider. Then I want to show you the results I was able to take in with my GoPro and my smartphone. And after that I will tell you what I like about the slider and what I don't like about the slider. And in the end of this video there will be a giveaway, so make sure you stay till the end so you don't miss it. Trek comes in this practical small case in which each part has its own place and is protected against shocks and the like. The standard set contains a small ball head, 3 straight slide rails, a holder for smartphones, 2 adjustable stands, and of course at the heart, the movable slide. The 2 feet of the 2 stands can be loosened and locked using the orange ring screws so that they can be adapted to the ground. For transport, the feet can be completely folded and both stands can be stacked together using built-in magnets. With these magnets, the stands could also be fixed to the holes provided for this purpose with further magnets installed on the undersides of the rails. There's also a standard tripod thread on the underside of each rail. There are also magnets at the end of the individual rails that hold the rails together. In addition, the key lock principle is used to center and hold the rails together. In this way, any number of rails can be connected together depending on how long the desired slide is. Dyno Equipment even offers curved rails that give you additional freedom in time-lapse production. The Trek shuttle makes the movement on the rails and has a standard camera mount screw on the top where this little dyno is lasered in. There you can screw on cameras and mobile phones up to about 0.5 kg or 1 pound with the help of the ball head or the mobile phone holder. On the underside of the shuttle is a rubberized wheel, which is driven by a stepper motor. In the middle of the slider rails is a kind of fishbone pattern on which the rubberized wheel finds grip so that the shuttle can move forward. The shuttle is placed on the rail by means of a spring construction and holds there tight like the wheels of a roller coaster. Here you can see the slider in action with either a GoPro or a smartphone mounted on it. As I told you before, the slider is from a company called Dyno Equipment. Make sure to check their website, the link is directly below in the video description and is shown here. There you can learn a lot more about the slider and the development team. Also the advantages and functions of Trek, which I may have forgotten here, are shown in a nice summary. For example, the modular rail construction of the slider allows you to use curved rails so that you can create completely new camera moves in your time-lapse. It's also cool that there is a section with learning content for Trek in which the individual modes are described in detail, and of course you can also check out the prices of the individual sets and parts in the store and buy a slider. Trek is controlled via its own smartphone app Dyno Trek, and I want to give you a short insight into the features of the app now. So right after opening the app you have 2 options to choose from. There's a demo version of Trek and as well the real Trek. I named mine Mini Timelapse Gadget. After starting Trek, the app shows you immediately that there is a connectable device in range. And by clicking onto the symbol now, the Trek connects immediately with the application. The whole app is very simple and easy to use and offers 5 different modes for stop motion, video and day and night time lapses. Now I will guide you through the different modes and show you what results I could achieve with them, starting off with the stop motion mode, where you can only set the range of travel and the direction of the sled. You can use your phone with the app. You're taking photos by pressing the button on the sled. Then you move your subject and press the button again, and so on. One very helpful feature of the app is that you can always see a semi-transparent overlay of your last shots, so you can see how much you moved the subject. Then you have to repeat the process till you receive a video like I did for this wooden mannequin here waving at the camera, or this Lego VW bully. The second function is the live mode, in which you can adjust the direction and speed of the slide. I used this mode primarily to move track to the starting position of a time-lapse and to be able to see the angle of view at different points in advance for a time-lapse. However, you can also use this mode to take video clips with your smartphone or GoPro, as you can see here. The audio cannot be used during the slide of a video because the noise of the stepping motor is simply too loud, and when you record the video via the app, the sound is automatically deleted. Since I only used the slider for time-lapse anyway, that wasn't a big deal for me, but listen for yourself. The third mode is the simple mode, and you can use it to record time lapses or video clips in a super easy way. Track will run at your given speed, your given distance, and if you use the app for it, it will generate a time lapse for you directly out of the box. However, I've concentrated on advanced mode only, since I wanted to have full control over the slider, and these settings are not rocket science either. You can set the step size, the interval between shots, and the travel range, as well as the direction of the slide. The step size is advantageous because, in contrast to the simple mode, the slider doesn't just move continuously along the track, but always moves a little bit, then stops. In time the photo is taken, and after that the slider moves again, and so on. This reduces the risk that in situations where there is little light, such as at the end of a sunset, you have such a long shutter time that the pictures would become blurred if the sled slides without stopping and you take photos during the process. The last mode is the night mode. The setting options are the same as in advanced mode, with the additional option to set the shutter time, because this is especially high for nighttime lapses and the sled is not allowed to move during this time so that the taken photo does not blur. Have a look at this epic nighttime lapse clip I took in France. What I mostly like about Track is that it's a modular system, so that you can add rails in the future, or you can even use curved rails. And it's super portable because you can unstack it and then you can just fit it in every bag and you can just travel around with it because it's so lightweight. Then the app runs very stable. I never had connection losses, it always connects super fast, and it offers very cool features like the stop motion features or the time-lapse features I just showed you. And it's super easy to use as well. I never had troubles with understanding how something should work. On the other hand, there is some downsides as well. So in the app there's written steps per inch. So this is some calculation. So I always need to recalculate how many steps do I want to do till I have this range done. So for me it would be way more clever to have inches per step or millimeters per step. So for me, of course, millimeters would be great because I'm not using inch in my daily life. So another thing I had a little bit of struggle with was the night lapse settings, which are preset in the app. So if I'm using the GoPro, I usually use a night lapse shutter time of 30 seconds and the interval of auto. So the GoPro takes a photo and then the shutter time is 30 seconds, and right after the photo is taken, it just takes another photo. And with the presets in the application, you just can set the minimum interval to 35 seconds. So this would mean you take a photo, the shutter time runs 30 seconds, then the GoPro is taken immediately another photo, but the shuttle did not already move because the interval is set to 35 seconds. So this is not matching. Yeah, this is no really big deal because the result looks great as I showed you, but I think this could be fixable. The biggest downside I see at the moment is that the time-lapse you get out of the system is not super stable. It's always a little bit shaky, and in my opinion this comes because the shuttle can rotate on the rail, and this is because of this spring construction to mount it on the slider. But it's very easy to stabilize it with Final Cut Pro, After Effects, and you get super smooth results with it, but you always have to do it, and you need to know if you want to do it. For me, it's no big deal, and actually it's no really big deal because it's not moving that much, but you have to own the software, so it would be nice if we could like stiffen this a little bit so it's not that much. I will show you this. Here in this example, you can see it unstabilized and stabilized. Don't get me wrong, this is whining on a very, very high level. I really like this slider and I see the cons I just told you way below the pros I also told you. So now let's come to the giveaway. As I now have this slider, I really don't think I need my older slider. So giveaway for this video is my old time-lapse slider I used for I think 4 years now. It's it's a very simple slider, but it's doing a really great job. I really like working with it. It's actually just an aluminum rail with a small controlling unit here in the end. You can power it on, you can change the speed, and I really liked working with it. So to get this, you need of course to be subscribed to my channel, leave a comment down below and give a like to this video. And that's it for today's video. I hope you liked it. Comments and questions down below the description. Check out the description for more information, the website of Dyno Equipment, and I hope I see you in the next one.